Hello everybody and welcome back to the YouTube channel Adventures with Avery. It is currently 7:20 in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the Uber app and wait until we get our first trip and bring you guys along with me for the ride. This video is just going to kind of be a montage of what it's like to live a day in the life of an Uber driver in an electric vehicle in the sort of like Metro Atlanta area. So yeah, with that said, here we go. I'll make sure to put the total for each trip up on the screen. Let's get into it. So here you can see the trip card for the first trip of the day, 13 minutes, 18 seconds, 5.2 miles, and we made $8.69. All right, so that trip is over, done with. And then immediately after that, I got another request for an airport trip for $34.99 for 44 miles, and it was 3.5 miles away. Sometimes I will accept those because it's close enough to $1 a mile to be worth it, but I just missed it. It just timed out. I just got another request for an Uber trip, so I'm going to turn off the Lyft app and we're going to go ahead and pick up that passenger. It was another $8 and something trip, pretty close by, another short trip. I did have a Lyft request come through for like 14 miles that paid $13 and some change. And I was going to accept it, but I was trying to record the screen capture for the video, and the trip timed out. But I would have taken that trip, and it would have been like I said, like $13 and some change for like 14 miles, which very doable trip. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and drive to the pickup destination. It's 2.8 miles away, and I'll catch up with you guys when we get there.
Can I charge my phone, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I think this one is not.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone.
Okay. I have that cable. I'll get it for you in a second.
Okay.
You're welcome. Here you go. You can just swap them out.
You have snacks?
Yeah, I do.
Wow, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
It's my first time. But I don't drive about that often. Maybe that's right. But I've never seen somebody have snacks for their customers.
Oh, I have everything. There are snacks back there. There's phone chargers, which you found.
Yeah, I see
there's Wi-Fi in the car.
Yeah,
There's,
I saw the Wi-Fi too.
Yep, there's Spotify Premium as well if you want to listen to music.
Wow.
Yeah, I got everything.
That's good.
Alright, so here you can see the trip card for the last trip. For some reason it didn't record the distance or the duration, but we made $12.08 on it there. So not too bad at all, and I think it took like around 20 minutes. We're at $32.65 for the day after that last trip. The last trip took me out to Lilburn, not really an area that I like to work in, so I am going to head back to... Alright, so I am close to my preferred working area now, and got another ride request for like 10 something miles, like 10.5 miles for the actual trip. That is only a couple miles away. Yeah, half a mile away from here. So I'm gonna go pick up that passenger. Like I said, it's like $10 and some change for like 10 miles or so. We like that. Definitely meeting the criteria, very doable trip. So I'm gonna go ahead and go pick up the passenger. Maybe I'll throw a little B-roll in here, and I'll give you all the trip details afterwards. The YouTube channel is about like what it's like to be a rideshare driver with an EV.
What motivated you to do it?
Basically, I'm making the videos that I wish existed
For you.
for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm a teacher, and I would say the same thing. I feel like I'm the teacher I wanted for me
Okay.
as a kid, so it's like that makes perfect sense.
Cool.
I can't say as you were pulling up, I was like, this got to be an electric vehicle. The way that it pulled up so smooth, and you hear the little.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
Yep.
It's a different type of vibe.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
I got this car for my passengers.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a different type of comfort. But how much does it cost to recharge?
Yeah. So that's a great question. At public chargers, it's a little bit more expensive because you're paying a premium for the fast charge.
Yeah.
But most of the time I charge it at home. Georgia Power has a program for EV drivers.
Interesting.
So they're going to come out and reprogram our meter so that when I charge the car overnight,
Yeah.
I'm getting a special rate. At night, off peak,
Yeah.
it'll be like 1.3 cents per kilowatt. So super cheap, like basically 50 cents to charge the car up overnight.
Okay.
And that'll get me at 80%, 240 to 260 miles of range, depending on the temperature outside and how I drive.
Yeah. No, it definitely sounds like the boat I need to jump on. Because gas is one of the number one things that's sucking away all the money we got. So
Yeah.
this is pretty amazing.
And it's smooth.
Man.
It gives a good experience for passengers, which is important.
Because there's been some Uber rides where it's like, I just need to get out.
I've heard stories from several passengers. You're not the first person to tell me that some of these drivers are riding rough. Guys, if you're an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, you have a responsibility for your passengers to drive well. And if you're not doing that, shame on you.
You know, there's some that just get upset about the fact that you're criticizing them. So I know there's some people who don't even say anything because they're like, I don't want to offend them. Like, look, their life, your life is in their hands. So this is a good moment to criticize.
I think of Uber and Lyft less as a taxi service and more as a private chauffeur for the duration of one trip.
See, so that makes sense. I like that.
And I offer a lot of amenities too that you don't see in most Ubers.
Yes. So I've already walked in and seen the snacks.
See?
And that I don't even need it, but I was like, all right, that just changed the whole entire vibe already.
See, guys, that's the second person today that has commented on the snacks. I told you guys in the first video that went up on the channel, you should consider it.
It does, and it's not something that everybody is always going to take, but it does change the experience. It makes it feel more professional.
Exactly.
Not like they're just jumping in the car.
Right. I never wanted passengers that got in my car to feel like they were getting a ride from their friend.
Yes. that is exactly the point that I was trying to make. I definitely agree. Where you just want to feel like you're being in a cab.
Yep.
So I'm in agreement. Like, because you mentioned it, now I have to.
Yeah, go for it.
Take a favorite. It's like you knew me. Oreos.
Yep.
That'll give me my energy for today.
Everybody loves Oreos. Well, not everybody, but
if you don't, it's
most
just a
people.
problem. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We won't even talk about that.
No.
The other part, Uber issues and Lyft issues, is the conversations
Yeah.
Personal conversations that you might have on the phone, or when you have a rider who may be interested in the conversation, you're like, no, I'm dismissing you. I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's an overall experience that goes into what it is, and it should be that you kind of go with the flow of your rider.
Oh yeah.
Some people just don't get that. So.
No, they don't. And I definitely do get passengers that don't want to talk to me at all, and that's totally fine. That's a good point that you bring up. Yeah. Uber and Lyft drivers, if your passenger gets in your car and they don't seem like they want to talk to you, don't talk to them. And it's not going to affect your tips either.
It is not. It really is not.
I have had so many people get in my car that didn't talk to me at all, and they leave me a tip afterwards.
That's great. I can at least say that this feels like a luxury ride right now.
Good. Good. That's the vibe I was going for.
There we go.
So here are the details for the last trip there. It was $10.52. For some reason, it didn't record the duration or distance again, but $9.52 base pay and a total of $10.52. I just accepted another ride after sitting there and kind of waiting around for, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes while I edited the video. This one is for $7, and it's roughly 7 miles. So I took it. It's 2.7 miles away from where I am right now, so we're on the way to go pick up the passenger, and I'll catch you guys when we get there. I was on my way back to the Beaufort area because I was out in Lawrenceville from that last trip, and got another ride request for about 13 miles in total. That is to them, and then for the trip as well, for $10 and some change. I think $10.57. We're almost there, so I'm going to shut the camera off so I can do the pickup. I have pulled over at Starbucks to get a latte. I got a almond milk half calf grande latte from Starbucks. Alright everybody, so update time. It's 12:07 now. I've just been sitting in the parking lot at the Starbucks, enjoying my latte and editing the video post, this video for today. And I got another trip request for, I think, like 7 miles, $5.99. Normally I wouldn't take that if it were like Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday and it was busy, but I was just kind of sitting there online editing videos and drinking coffee, not really getting any requests for 30 to 45 minutes, just while I was sitting there. So I went ahead and took it. We're on the way now. We're about half a mile away, so I will turn the camera back on when we get there. Hi, future me here. I stopped recording at this point because I got super sleepy and the coffee just was not cutting it. Went home and took a nap. Now I'm getting the seat cushion back in place. For those of you who are interested, it is a purple ultimate seat cushion. That thing is awesome and it absolutely saves my butt. Now I am unplugging the car because it's fully charged, and I'm about to hop in as soon as we get that charge port door closed, give the car a good old tap, and back to our regularly scheduled program. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is 5:21 p.m. now. Went home, plugged the car in, charged it up. We have 174 miles of range on the battery. I wanted to let it charge just a little bit longer because it only had like 160 miles of range at 5 o'clock. So I did that, got in a good nap, ate some food, and now we're going to go back online for the evening rush. And I'm going to take you guys along with me. Same deal as before. I'll put all the trip information up there, and if I have some cool conversations with passengers, I'll get those on video if they're comfortable with it, and share that with you guys. All right. Just had another trip request come in for like $8 and some change. I had a few more requests come in before that one, but none of them were like really worth it. They were all too little pay for too many miles, so I didn't accept those. But I did accept this $8 and some change one. I'm on the way to pick up the passenger right now. We're 1.6 miles away, so I will catch up with you guys when we get there. Alright, so here's a quick look at the trip card. It took us 13 minutes and 35 seconds, 7.4 miles, and $8.21. Not bad at all. Alright, so that trip is all done. I had a good conversation with the guy. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record. So, sorry about that. I got another ride request for around $5 and some change. It's like 7 miles. I went ahead and took it. We're 2.6 miles away from the pickup location, so I will see you guys when we get there. And not forget to hit record this time. So where are you from?
Me? Well, I've been living here in Georgia for around 4 years. I'm from Ohio personally.
What is Ohio like? I've never been.
Cornfield. It's a very quiet state.
Okay.
Compared to like Georgia, it's like a lot going on down here. So,
I'm sure that's nice though sometimes.
Yeah, basically it's ups and downs essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like where I used to live. Like everything was kind of within walking distance here. It's like highway everywhere, all that. So,
yeah. I have a friend from Australia that came to visit me, and when he got here, he was like, "Oh my gosh, you need a car to get anywhere." And I was like, "Yeah, pretty much." Wow.
It's a lot different.
Everything's like way more spaced out.
How long you been doing rideshare for?
Going on 5 years.
What made you want to get into it?
You know, I just thought I would try it one day, and I found out that I liked it, so I just kept doing it.
So is this like just your main job or side hustle?
Yeah, this is my main job. It's what I do full time. You know, I do rideshare on Uber and Lyft, and I also have my own private clients that I service because I set up an LLC to run. All of this is like kind of a business. So yeah, I mean, I put probably 40 or 50 hours a week into it, maybe a little bit more than that when you factor in all the time it takes to edit videos. Okay, everybody. Oh, there goes the music, of course, as soon as I start turning on the camera. Let me turn that off real quick so I don't get a copyright violation here on the YouTube channel. Okay, there we go. It is a couple days later, and I did not film much for the rest of the day. All in total for the day, I made around $160. I think it was maybe $164 and some change. I'll put the screenshot right here. So that's what the day looked like. Not a bad day for a weekday for sure. I haven't done a lot of Ubering since the beginning of this video throughout the course of this week because I have been working on my business, and that has been eating up a lot of my time because we're getting ready for some upcoming events. I will make sure to put that content here on the channel for you guys in another playlist for those of you who are interested in seeing some of the other things that I do. Please feel free to check those videos out when they hit the channel. If you've enjoyed this video and you've gotten some value out of it, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment down below. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Subscribe, like, bell notification, all those wonderful things, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.